Hello, subscribers. This is yours truly, JBlue68. Today is September the 22nd, day after Batman Day. And I hope that you all got a chance to enjoy Batman Day. Went to your local comic book shops and picked up those free Batman comic books or purchased some Batman comics, which is even better to support your local comic book shops. They need all the support they can get, as always. So before I get into this video, which is actually a reshoot, by the way, and we'll explain why that is in a moment. I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for helping me to continue to grow. I hope you continue to support this channel, that you like the content, and tap that button, that like button, and subscribe, and also tap the bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. Well, again, as I indicated, this is a reshoot because when I was filming the Batman video that I did yesterday, and I did a little editing with the video before I posted it, unfortunately, like a dummy, I deleted the Alien video. I hit the delete button instead of the edit button on the wrong video. So I'm redoing this video, and I hope that this one would be even better because this time I have a little surprise with this reshoot. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and again, this is my second attempt at this video, based off of the Alien 3 unproduced screenplay, which was published by Dark Horse Comics a couple of months back. This came out earlier this year. It's based off the 20th Century Fox uncovered screenplay, and of course, we know 20th Century Fox has been bought out by Disney, who also owns Marvel. I'm going to also move this Captain America cup out of the way. What does Captain America have to do with Alien? Absolutely nothing. But I love the cup, and I have some orange juice in this cup, so I'm going to drink this up real quick. Excuse me. That was good. Orange juice, that vitamin C is good for you. So, anyway, my review of the Alien books, and just to let you know, there were 5 books total in this mini-series. By now, I believe this is in trade paperback form or probably in hardcover. I absolutely love the way the alien creature was drawn, and the artwork gives a sense of otherworldly primal instinct from the alien whenever the creature shows up on page. Of course, this is not the only Alien book ever published by Dark Horse Comics, and there are several iterations from Dark Horse that deserve just as much or more praise as a publication. The difference here, however, is that these books are based off the screenplay, as I've indicated, of what was supposed to be the 3rd Alien film in the original franchise starring Sigourney Weaver. And I'm going to show you that franchise. Hold on. I meant to get this when I was filming the video, when I was preparing the video. This is the Alien Quadrilogy, which features 5 films, of course. Quadro means 5. And you see the spine here. I've had this for some time now. Let's see if I can get this centered in the screen. That is a very, very nice box set. But Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3. And then you have Alien Resurrection 2, which were 4 films. But my favorite, along with I think most people's favorite, were the first 2 Alien movies. First, of course, called Alien, which is singular, and directed by what is his name? Ridley Scott. And then the second one, Aliens, plural, which was directed by James Cameron, the director of the Avatar films. I cannot remember the name of the director for the 3rd Alien film. I guess because I didn't like it very much, and a lot of fans didn't like it very much, which is one of the reasons why Dark Horse Comics went ahead and put out these 3 books to show you what the original vision was supposed to be for the 3rd Alien film. The story, or these books, are written by William Gibson based off the unproduced screenplay. The adapted script and art are by Johnny Christmas. and the color artist Tamra Bonvillain, a name very familiar in comic books. Let me move this out of the way too. That's the alien face hugger, by the way, inside of the egg. I've shown this in a video before. That's produced by NECA. Excuse me. The story starts out in space, as most alien stories do, with the USS Sulaco, which we've seen in the Alien 2 movie, with returning characters Lieutenant Hicks, the cyborg Bishop, and the little girl Newt, who was found on a planet called LV-26, I believe that's what it was called, by the Intergalactic Space Marines from Aliens. And of course, Ellen or Helen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver's character. They're all still in frozen in a comatose status, or stasis, I should say. We find out in these stories there are two rival intergalactic companies and governments that are in a cold war with each other. There is, of course, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, which we learn about in the first Alien and Aliens film, which in the first Alien film was just referred to as the company. But in Aliens, they actually identified the company as being Weyland-Yutani. And then there's another company called the Union of Progressive Peoples. The Sulaco happens to cross into their territory or their part of space, hence breaking the Intergalactic Peace Treaty. This kind of almost sounds like Star Trek there. So interestingly about this situation is that it leads us to believe that this Cold War was caused by both sides to be in the same sort of alien arms race, which is what they are in. This is why in both films, both the original two films, the organization referred to as a company is looking to get their hands on the alien symbiote to use it as a weapon against the rivals. That's their original intention, is to have a new type of space soldier, so to speak, or super soldier, or in this case, super alien soldier. As the story begins, ironically, we found out an alien egg has been growing inside of the cyborg Bishop, and the team of spacemen from the rival company, the UPP, happen upon this event, and all hell breaks loose afterward. And I'm going to show you some artwork from the pages of book number 1 to give you more of an idea of what I'm talking about. Now, the page art here in this book is okay. I think the beauty of the book are the covers. You can see that there. Bring them more closer to the screen. So that's the Sulaco there, USS Sulaco, as seen in the second Aliens movie. And the ship it looks like it's activating itself as it's fallen into the enemy territory, as I've indicated. And the remaining crew from the Sulaco are in a hyper sleep vault, or hyper sleep vaults. And just like in the second Alien film, a crew of spacemen, as I've indicated, board the USS Sulaco and find its remaining crew. And an astonishing find here, as I indicated, they discover the cyborg Bishop. And you can see the alien egg growing from him. That's this thing right here that I just moved out of the way a moment ago. That's the same thing growing out of his belly. There's a new line of characters introduced. Someone named Tully, a character named Jackson, Wells, and Rossetti. They're stationed on a space hub called Anchor Point, and they're discussing the Sulaco incident and how it supposedly and accidentally ended up in what's called the UPP sector, or enemy territory. As the story progresses, we found out this was not an accident, but a planned sabotage to get the symbiote into the hands of the UPP. I just like that rivalry there, that company rivalry. As we know in the real world, we have company rivalries like between Metro PCS and say someone like I don't know, another phone company that you could think of. So it's like they're trying to get their hands on this symbiote, on this alien, so they can form their own race of alien warriors and have little to no resistance. All doesn't go as planned, and more hell breaks loose when the alien sets loose on both rival groups. And I'll show you that in the pages here. You can see. And unlike DC and Marvel Comics, there are no advertisements or advertisements. So you can just read this straight through. You see the alien facehugger attacking one of the crewmen from the rival company, as I indicated, the UPP. And all hell is breaking loose in this scene. And then we introduce one of the new characters on Anchor Point that I indicated, owned by the ALIEN3 company. One of the crews tried to quarantine the alien in a lab, but it gets out and infects the teams, as it's known to do in alien movies, and begins a trek of wreaking havoc. Some parts of the story I think seemed a bit rushed and incomplete, but keep in mind that this was an incomplete screenplay in the first place. This was this Dark Horse trying to give us what we all wanted to see initially anyway. This particular story. And let me show you some more artwork from the pages here. And the content of this story is not for children. This is adult content, just to make you aware. As you can see the activity going on here between some of the characters and the language as well. This part of the story, it kind of slows down. They get into a lot of verbiage going on here between what's going on with ALIEN3 and their rival corporation, and finding the alien symbiote and what's happening with the Sulaco and its remaining crew members. So it slows down, but then it picks back up later on. Also, some of the page art, as you can see, is a bit amateurish in some parts, but it still serves the story well, which is most important. For what the page art doesn't do, the cover art for each of the books are extraordinary, and I'll show you those right about now. Let me close this up. So this is book 1. Okay, turn this around. We have book 2, and this just kind of picks up on the page art from book 1 with Bishop being infected by one of the alien symbiotes erupting from his cyborg body. Okay. And then after that, we have book number 3. Put book number 3 over here. And that is awesome. It's creepy. It's creepy. It's atmospheric, tantalizing, and it basically it shatters the nerves of, like I said, of what the alien represents and its presence and how powerful a creature it is. It's like the alien to me. It's like a tsunami or like a tornado. It doesn't destroy necessarily because it has. It wants to. It destroys because it has to. All right. And then we have this creepy cover right here. The alien looking like it's bursting out of a human skull, which is similar to the events of what happened in one of the, I think it was an Alien Resurrection. Again, very, very fine art there, cover art there by Tamara Bonvillain. And then the last book, book number 5, with the alien, looks like it's confronting, I don't know, I believe that was supposed to be either Ripley or Newt. Looks more so like Newt. And that's book number 5 of the alien story. But continuing my review, again, the alien is a vicious and ballistic creature. It's ripping off body parts, spitting acid blood, and displaying its raw and untamed glory as the ultimate killing organic machine in these books. Both Weyland-Yutani and UPP verbally attack each other over treaties and violations, all the while undermining each other to get a hold of the alien creature to use as a weapon, to have an advantage over the other that ultimately dooms them both. The only disappointment to this story, like I said, was some of the page artwork and that it was rushed, and it appears that during production they didn't finish the screenplay. And in the final book, number 5, it kind of leaves you hanging or on an unceremonious cliffhanger that would have either fared well in a sequel or completed a fantastic trilogy. Versus the Alien movie that we got, that was an utter disappointment in my opinion, minus some scenes and situations. But overall, I enjoyed the series and definitely recommend it for reading. But I have also a little surprise here. You've probably seen in the backdrop. Let me bring it to the forefront here of the video, and that is the NECA Alien Ripley figure in a compression suit. I've had this for some time now. I actually found this back about 2 months ago at the Michigan Comic Con. I'm not doing an unboxing. I'm not going to unbox it because I want to actually leave this in the box, because the fact that this particular figure is hard to find. It was expensive as hell. I'm glad I got it though. Get some of that glare out of there. And that's the side of the box. Here's the back of the box. And I'll read it as it says here. In space, no one can hear you scream. In a remote region of the galaxy, the United States space tug, Nostromo, from the first Alien film, carrying a cargo of mineral ore, makes its return journey to Earth. The ship's crew, 5 men, 2 women, and a cat, and we remember the cat, are awakened from their hypersleep chambers when Mother, the onboard computer, monitors a strange transmission. According to company law, and as I mentioned, the company, which we learn later on is Weyland-Yutani, the crew must instigate any signal indicating possible intelligent life. What begins as a routine search mission quickly escalates into a nightmare of unimaginable terror when the crew discovers and brings aboard an extraterrestrial life form. And it also shows here some of the other figures that are available, and the cat itself. I think the cat is included in this box. Very nice there. I actually seen a figure of what is her name, Lambert, which was very nice too. But I really want to get my hands on Parker because they've never come out with a Parker. They have all the other figures out from NECA except for Parker, and I think he's going to be coming out in the next month or so. Parker, of course, was played by actor Yaphet Kotto, who was a very popular actor in the 70s and part of the early 80s. So I really want to get my hands on Parker whenever he comes out. And this, of course, is the 30th anniversary of Alien this year, which came out, the first one came out in 1979. This, of course, being 2019. So yes, this is the 30th anniversary. So a lot of Alien stuff has been coming out over the last few months. Well, that's it. That's all, y'all. Just wanted to do a review of the Alien story. I hope that you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, as I indicated, and help me to continue to grow. I hope that you'll have a good weekend, remaining part of your weekend, whether it be evening, morning, or afternoon. Peace, love, and hair grease.